This video is sponsored by ClipFlip. You can take a look at their website at www.clipflip.com. Hey guys, today we're doing a review of the Hiphone 4 in-ear earphones by HiSoundAudio. Now this pair of earphones is available on HiSoundAudio's website, HiSoundAudio.com, and it does cost $29 exactly. Now, I do want to start this review by talking about HiSoundAudio as a company, and then I'll get into my review of the earphones themselves. So, HiSoundAudio is a Chinese-based company. They are based in China, and they've been in the audio industry for over 20 years. So they do know how to make earphones. Not only do they make earphones and headphones, but they also make audio hi-fi grade players as well. And those will be around, those cost around $150 to $200. So they are relatively expensive. So HiSoundAudio, with all the experience they have, they do need to fix their website. And not only do they kind of have wrong information, they also do not have a web store set up. So if you are willing to buy these, if you do want to buy earphones from them or headphones or their hi-fi grade players, you actually have to email the person in charge of their sales department. The sales department will then email you a PayPal request for how much money you're going to spend, and then you fill out that PayPal request, and once they receive it, then they'll ship you your earphones, headphones, whatever you want to buy. And if I could ask them to do one thing, ask HiSoundAudio to do one thing, it would be to create a web store, because now that a lot more reviewers than ever are reviewing their earphones or their products, there's a higher demand for their products, and when people can't just quickly go to their website and buy something, it makes people annoyed and frustrated, and then they'll just pay a little bit more for a different company, get it faster, because they do ship out of China, and overall their website does need to be fixed quickly. And actually, I'm personally working with them to make their website better, so I'm turning their website into, using proper English and everything, and I'll be boosting their website. So enough with that. I do want to talk about the earphones themselves right now. Once again, these are $29, and HiSoundAudio themselves actually claim that these are worth $150. They say $150. This is what they could be. This is what they could be priced, and in my opinion, they're not. Okay, they are very good for $29, but $150 would be way overpriced. Now, besides the earphones themselves, you will also be getting 3 pairs of silicone ear tips. It comes with the medium pre-installed, so you get the medium, small, and large. And then you also get a little cable clip. You simply see it right there. It just comes in a little bag. You clip that onto your shirt, and that's it. And also, besides that, you'll also be getting a Chinese warranty card. So it's all in Chinese, but it comes with a 1-year warranty, I'm pretty sure. So nice that it comes with that. Now, here are the earphones themselves. They are built with cable-free. They are built with a tangle-free cable, which is nice, and it is actually about 126 centimeters, which is very, very long. It's actually over 4 feet, so very impressive in their cord. And there are complaints that I have with these, but for the most part, it's actually a very, very impressive and almost flawless pair of earphones. It is made with your very, very thin cable jack. Not cable, but your jack is actually pretty thin. Gold-plated 3.5mm jack, very nice. And what I like about this is that if your case does have a recessed headphone jack, this still will be able to work. I'll give you an example really quickly. Here's just a little bumper-style case. As you can kind of see, the headphone jack is pretty recessed, but it still fits in there very easily, and you can listen to your music. So very nice like that. Very good. I like to see that. Now, it is made with your red cable, and one other thing I do want to say is that I was actually doing some web searches for just people that have used these and their thoughts, so I could maybe, get some pointers or something before I review this. And I saw that they actually sell a black version as well, so everything's black. It's a black cable, black, earbuds themselves. Everything's black, and it's kind of strange because on HiSoundAudio's website themselves, you can only find the red version. So once again, they do need to fix their website. It's very, very cracked, and it's not, it's not up to standards, I guess you'd say. Now, going up the cable, you do have the control talk panel right here. It does have your play, pause, skip song, answer phone call, end phone call, all that right here on this nice silver button right here. You can just click it. You do have Hi right there for HiSoundAudio, and then the whole company name below it right there. Very nice. And then some kind of emblem or something. I can't read Chinese. And then Hiphone themselves, just the product name. And then this little hole right here is the hole for the microphone. And the microphone is not as high quality as I would have hoped. It does pick up sound nicely, but there will be times where the person cannot hear you, and it kind of goes in and out. But for the most part, it's pretty impressive for a $29 pair to have a microphone that does work well, but there will be times where it won't work as well as you'd hope. So it kind of goes in and out. And that's actually the same thing with the play, pause, mute, all that button, because there would be times where I would press it and my iPhone would understand it, it would recognize it, and then there'd be times where I would press it, the exact same thing, and the iPhone wouldn't even recognize it. So the quality of the control talk panel could be a little higher. But once again, $29 is not too depressing, I guess you could say. It's not as bad as it could be, because if this was $50, then it'd be bad, but $29 is still a very good price to have control talk panel. And the one last thing I do want to say is that compared to where the control talk panel is, and then compared to where the earbuds are, this is going to be down your shirt. Like, it's going to be it's going to be below your chest, actually. It's very, very low to your body. And, of course, if you are taller than me, it's going to be different, but I am a 5'9", so if you are something like 6, whatever, this is going to be higher up in your body. But for me, it's actually a little bit lower than my chest, so it should be a little bit higher up. Now, talking about the tips and the sound itself, the tips are made out of aluminum, so the build quality is definitely impressive, and the sound is actually very impressive as well. $29 is a great price because the bass is very, very clear. There's a lot of bass, maybe too much bass for someone not looking for a lot of bass, but for me, very nice amount of bass. The mids, lows, and highs are all clear. Very impressive mids, lows, and highs. I never heard any muffled noise, any muffled notes like I do with other pairs of earphones that are around the same price, sometimes even a little higher in price. But the sound is quite good. It is built with drivers that are 7 to 9 millimeters, so around average millimeter drivers, but nonetheless, the sound is quite impressive. A lot of bass, and overall for $29, I do recommend it. Once again, sounds great. I do recommend it to you. The only thing I do want you to understand is that the control talk panel is quite low compared to any other pair of earphones that I've reviewed. It's actually the lowest on my body I've ever reviewed, which is not a good thing, and I don't like it very much. And the only thing else that you do want to note is that their website does need to be fixed, and until it's fixed, it's going to be kind of strange to order. You're going to have to go through a process of filling out a PayPal request and emailing the person in charge of sales, and overall the sales department needs to be better, and the web store needs to be fixed, and overall it just the website does need to be fixed altogether. And as I said, I will personally be working with HiSoundAudio. They actually wanted me to work with them, so as of right now, I am actually working with HiSoundAudio to bring the best website to you guys. So please keep going to their website, checking them out. I would like to thank HiSoundAudio for sending this product out for review. Overall, great product. Definitely recommend it. And that's about it. So if you would like to read all the articles that I write along with a lot of other people, you can do so on ilovegadgets77.com. Otherwise, that's it. Thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.